And there was a re-entry after the actual incident itself. Someone re-entered, and I think it bumped another car. And, you know, it was messy. And even for a game, you know, like it's obviously not out of the ordinary for a game, but even in real life, that stuff happens all the time. I think just the 2018 Monza Turn 1 in the GT Blancpain series, there was a red flag on Turn 1. There was, I think, 10 cars involved in an accident. And I think 6 or 7 of them had to retire after it. So I know it's a game, but it's not abnormal for it to happen, you know. So the best that we can do is, you know, is tell the guys, like, you know, don't go for passing, you know, on that first lap. Because the field's going to be very close together. Pressures might not be where you need them to be, and priority has got to be just sticking close and staying safe, you know. But once that race starts, you know, everyone's mentality can change in a heartbeat, you know, and it happens to me too. So no one's perfect.
Yeah, that's interesting. Just got to jump in. The YouTube stream, guys. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. It was down. It's back up now. So if there's any more issues, yell at me. I'll get it fixed ASAP. So I don't know how long that was down for, but as always, there's Twitch and Facebook as a backup. So I don't know what we've missed in the recording for YouTube though. So yeah, that sucks. Yeah, interesting though that you got a second opinion on that one, because it wasn't straightforward as you just explained. There was a lot happening.
No, yeah, I looked at it myself. Like, luckily I was able to save just that replay, you know, because obviously from my end I can't save the whole race. I don't think you can either, I'm not sure. But I did manage to save that. I watched every angle possible. I know enough of the rules to know some things, but I was a little, I was a little in doubt with who technically was at fault on that, and I was able to get that opinion. Unfortunately, it's not something I'll have access to all the time. It was definitely probably a one-time thing, but you know, getting an actual stewarding ruling on it and finding out that it wasn't just one car, it was multiple. And believe it or not, there was a couple of them that were just deemed incidents, and then the rest of them were, you know, there was like 1 or 2 penalties aside from it. But at the end of the day, it really just happened from guys kind of pushing a little too hard on that turn 1, which, like I said, everyone's human. That stuff happens.
Yeah, the adrenaline starts pumping. You know, you see an opportunity, you go for it. It's yeah, right. I'd get sucked into the excitement of it as well.
I know I've done it. I've definitely done it myself, you know, so.
Yeah, well, like you said, it's all about, this is all learning for some of these guys. Well, not all of them, but for some of them. So they will learn through experience, I guess, and that's partly what your league is. It's about. Yeah, and you know, one thing I'll say that I touched upon a couple of days ago with a couple of guys is that, you know, a lot of guys talk about going to PC and upping their game and going there, and that's where it's all at. What they don't realize is I didn't even race on PC for a very long time, but on PC, these kind of things that, like, you know, I'm trying to at least implement in the league, they're normal. They're very, very normal. The guys get on tracks, have no idea what the weather is going to be. They tell them it might rain, it might not. But these guys are prepared. You know, they're 100% prepared anyway, because they've had, you know, they used their off time wisely, you know. Jardier is a really good example of that. Jardier goes on, there's a lot of races that he does where he has no clue what anything's going to be, not even the track, until they show up. So that kind of stuff is very, very normal. And not to mention, aggressive driving is normal. Penalty systems, all these things, these are normal things that are on PC. And it's a rude awakening if you've gone from playing on console, regular racing games, and then go on PC and you see how these guys drive. And the first thing you're thinking is like, wow, look at how fast they are. That's what everybody looks at. But what people don't realize is that when you actually look at the racing that goes on between those classes, if you go through and look at replays, it's some high intensity stuff, you know. And these guys work on their technique outside of events.
You know, they don't just wait for the event to learn everything, to get better. They're working on that stuff on different tracks all the time, you know, and that's something that I'm trying to bring here. And I know that it might work, it might not, you know, and it's fine, you know, but I'm still going to try to do it as much as possible. And luckily we have a good group of guys that have enjoyed it, you know, and like the way that the system is set up. And it might change for the second championship when we run that one. I highly doubt I'm going to keep everything the same. But at the end of the day, it's about just kind of changing driver attitudes, how they race, how they practice, so that when we get into a race, it's much more fun, in my opinion. Yeah, I think if you forget turn one on that race, that was a very, very exciting race to watch. And your commentary topped it off, you know? I want to be in that more than being in a league where everyone's fast and it's just a train of guys following each other, waiting to see if maybe there's a chance that someone passes.
Yeah,
I'd much rather be in a mix of things.
I have noticed at the top level, especially, overtaking is a premium, comes at a premium.
Yeah, it does. And that's not discrediting those guys. Those guys are crazy fast.
Oh, yeah.
And they're great drivers.
Yeah.
They're great drivers. But at the end of the day, not having a mix of talent, having so much time to practice, all that kind of stuff, it just leads to just a hot lap. You know, you're just watching a group of guys hot lap at the same time, you know, instead of real racing going on, taking chances, you know, and most importantly, having fun. I don't know what your thoughts are on this or people that are watching. I don't care if I'm position 14 or position 1. If something's going on in my race, I am going to finish that race and say I had a good time. But if nothing's going on, if I'm by myself or I'm 2 seconds behind some guy that I just can't catch, it's nothing to me. It's just boring. I feel like I just wasted my time.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't really done a lot of league racing, to be honest. So, I haven't really been in that situation. I did iRacing for a little bit, not that competitively.
iRacing's fun no matter what.
Yeah.
League or no league. iRacing is a fun game. I can admit that.
But like I did a lot of GT Sport, the daily racing stuff, and that was a lot of fun. I just liked the fact that I could jump in anytime that I had a spare hour, maybe even a spare half an hour, have a race or two, and then that was it. I wasn't committed anywhere past that. So yeah.
And that, to that point, that's something that we want to do here too. You know, the league is still small. We've been fortunate enough to have close to full grids. It's okay that it's not a full grid, but for the championship we are looking at a full grid. But we want to be able to have this for casual racers too that want to come on and just race. They have an hour or two, but still at the end of the day, from a casual standpoint, we still want guys learning the right way, racing the right way, and having fun when, you know, doing it. And believe it or not, they're going to have more fun learning the real ways to doing things instead of treating it like a gentleman's league, which, don't get me wrong, there is an audience for that. But if you really want to enjoy like racing in its full, you want to make sure that there's competition there, that there's an even field, and that it feels as real as it possibly can be. That's, you know, why they call it, you know, it's sim racing. And Gumbro made a point earlier that once you get that wheel, it turns into a simulator instead of a game, and it's true. It really does. So, and I know that anyone that touches these games, especially if they go and invest into a wheel, they want that experience, you know, and we want to be able to give that to them. And eventually, once the league gets bigger, we will have a lobby that, like daily race lobbies, that will be private and won't even be public, that if you're a member of the league, you just go in, you join, you have fun, and you leave, you know. And if you want to do leagues or competitive racing, we have that too. And that's why we're doing the championship, obviously, is because I know that some guys want to do some competitive racing, and we want to offer it to them as well.
Absolutely, there's a lot to offer as well. Well, qualifying's begun, so I don't know if you're going to partake, but we'll get out there and we'll see who's going to start on the front and see who's competitive in the middle. But yeah, thanks for having another chat with us before the race today.
Yeah, definitely. I'll probably be back after. And of course, thanks for watching, everyone, and hope you guys have fun watching the race. Hopefully, there won't be too many disasters. And Josh, once again, top class. Thanks again.
Thank you. Thank you, Roses, for hosting. Yeah, guys, a few of you have said a few things where you've had some problems with the stream. I don't know what's going on today. But if you do notice issues, just let me know through the chat. I'll quickly go check it out and try fix it. But yeah, I don't know what's going on today. Hopefully we don't have any more issues with YouTube. But thank you so much. Welcome, Intimidator. You said hello before. Welcome, everybody else. But yeah, this should be a good race today. There's a lot going on. All right. So welcome, Roses, as well. Raz, welcome. Fefito, we're expecting some good things from Fefito out there. Jamer goes second at the moment. Prozac with the first overall as the times start flooding in. Brendan as well is rev boosted. I remember that. Welcome, mate. And thank you again for the like. Falcon Zero, he's out there in the pink and purple. Is he about to put a time in? Just talking to him before. He's on the T300 RS. No time as of yet. Gumbro still yet to leave. This is Maglan in the Porsche. But thank you so much, guys, for joining us. We've got 9 minutes left in quali. We're here at Kyalami. And I just want to quickly remind you guys while you're watching, if you come back to the YouTube later on, there should be some highlight chapters added. I'm going to start doing it to the videos from now on if I can. So, yeah, if you miss a race, do check out the YouTube version because there should be highlights added in the chapters. It only works on YouTube, unfortunately, but it's a pretty cool feature. You can either watch the whole race or just watch the exciting bits that I've picked out. Hailed, what's crack-a-lackin'? Archangel, Apache, just coming down to the end of the track now. That's Rockefeller Racing Catch ahead of him. We are well. How are we? Big Les, you were talking before about being an AM driver. I've loved the mixed racing, learned so much from the faster guys, and don't feel that I'm totally outclassed or being left behind, still having an awesome mid-pack battles. The mid-pack battles are always fun, aren't they? Intimidator says, prefers to race against people faster than me. That's the only way we get faster. Raz says, as long as I keep narrating the league, myself, Josh, he is fine with everything. Yes, we're at Kyalami in South Africa. Mr. Pro, Zach, he is at the front of the field with a 141.9. Fefito in the pit lane, 8/10 behind. And then Jamer. And then we've got DNA, ONS on board with him. Oh, Intimidator said real life. Real life got in the way. It does all too often, doesn't it? Yes, thanks, Raz. I've had a bit of practice with the cameras since that first race that we did last week. So thank you. Into the last corner now for... Oh, misses that apex, understeering, out wide. Across the line. Bottom left. He does improve, but still 2 seconds down. So, Sharkbait in that Nissan GTR. He's also got himself a new livery during the week as well, which is nice. Why are you sandbagging your front door? Is it flooding where you are, Hailed? What's going on? So 664 Sharkbait. 4.3 off the time of Prozac. Goes across the line. Does improve. He goes 8th, fastest just for the time being. Gets into the 3.8 sector. Where do you live, mate? That sounds terrible. I hope you're okay. Don't forget. Don't forget as well, if you got any friends out there, let them know. Let them know about us as well. Get them involved with the racing around here. Oh, that's right, you are in Scotland. I don't know why. Of course you are. Is that like a seasonal thing? Is that just normal? Because you seem pretty relaxed about that. So, Prozac. Well, the 1419. As we look from above, Jamer, he's in second right now. 8 tenths down. Fefito third currently. 7 tenths down. And then 2 seconds down is DNA. O&S, gel speed. 2.9. He's in 5th in the Porsche. Archangel Apache. Just getting back onto the track now with 3 and a bit minutes left in this session. I missed Koza. And he's 2.9, so still some time for him to find. Falcon 0. 3.3. But you can see from the air just how flowy this circuit is. It's a lot of fun. There's a lot going on. And when you do nail this track, Falcon did say he wasn't having a particularly good time. Hailed says, we always get bad weather. We're known for it. Snow, rain. We get 5 different weather types a day. But tonight it rained so bad it actually hurt if it hit you. Jesus. That sounds... Rain that hurts you. Come to Scotland. That's we've got everything, including water that will leave physical marks on you. Yeah, I hope you are. I at least hope everything's all good. So everything's slowing down. Let's stick with Fefito. Oh, is he pulling in as well? He is. Got to find a driver that's out there. Jamer. Let's see if Jamer will give us a lap. Lots of modulating. So this is just coming into second half of the track. Then we run down the hill here. Watch how he takes this corner. Flat out. Braking just before that 50 marker. That curb just offset him a bit. And then missed that inside sausage. Let it run wide. I do apologise for the stuttering. That is my computer that's doing that. This is the start of the lap now for J-Mert. He's got it pretty well together at the moment. Just coasting. Lets it run wide. Brakes as late as he can. But you can see he's using all of the track available. Slow car ahead, that's what the white flag means. This is where we joined in before, so that's what a full lap looks like around here. But yeah, you're not wrong. J-Mo did make that look quite easy. Just letting the drivers know he's coming through. So J-Mert, this will be at the end of the session. I don't know if he's going to be able to improve from this one. Can he do so? He's currently third. Fefito's gone second. Coming up to the line now. J-Mert, does he improve? No, he stays third, and that's where he'll hang around for the time being at least. So there's the end of the session. So Pro got the top. Then Fefito. Then J-Mert. ONS got fourth place. Cosa got fifth. Gel Speed in sixth. It was Archangel in his Ferrari in seventh place. Falcon Zero in that Mercedes 8th. Magland 9th. Sharkbait 10th. LittleMac. And then Catch. Then it was Gumbro and Snake. They're down the back of the grid, but they'll be testing those guys out. So, welcome along. And thank you for joining me. My name's Josh. If you haven't been here before, you're about to witness a pretty exciting session, I'd say. We're expecting weather here at Kyalami. Oh, look at that. It is raining. Just as I say that, it is raining. Oh, you're good, mate. You're all good, Shark. So, it's going to be a wet start. This could be a lot of fun. Don't forget, guys, if you love sim racing and you enjoy yourself tonight, do me a favor. Please hit that like button wherever you're watching, be it on Facebook or YouTube. I don't know, you can't hit like on Twitch, I don't think. I don't think that exists. But if you do want to support us and help improve the broadcasts in any way, demo1garage.com/support is the place to go. Thank you, Jeff Fody. Thank you. Otherwise, go to demo1garage.com/support and hit the follow button and just put in your email, and I will email you out content, stream alerts, and things like that. That's free, but if you want to add a little bit more, one thing, I'll add your name to the supporters list. I've got to update it because I've had a few supporters since last night pitch in, so thank you. One thing I do want to upgrade is the PC. Luckily, I've got a graphics card that I upgraded in 2019. The rest of the computer is from 2014, so that's why things are starting to break here and there, I think. I don't know. I don't know how much longer this computer's going to last. So I hope it hangs on. I really do. But there's also some exciting software that will completely change your experience. A license for that's not cheap. So they're two things that I want to really... They're like my two big goals. Then there's little ones and things like that. So if you can help out, I'd very much appreciate that. Otherwise, welcome along. Thanks for joining. And don't forget, on YouTube later on, if you are watching back on replay, there should be highlights at some point in the chapters. If you've beaten me to it, I should have at least put in the chapters, the start of qualifying and the start of racing. But when I go through the whole race, and I'll put in the time markers for all the highlights. So if you missed the race and want to watch just the exciting bits and don't have time or whatever, YouTube is the place to go for that one. It does look like Scotland with the weather here. This race is about to get started here at Kyalami. So we're waiting for this one to go green. Fefito in second place, just ahead. They will line up in a moment. The track built in 61. By the way, it's had numerous layout changes. It's had at least 7 layout changes in that time. Here we go. The guys line up. Prozac from the front. He's really keen to get this one started. You can see him just on the other side of the screen. There is your field of 14. 2 by 2 now. Through the final corner. We're about to get racing started here at Kyalami. Let's get it on.
Green light, show them what you got.
That's it. We get started. So it's Jamer. He gets a good start. He's already up beside Fefito before the first turn. And he's going to try get him into the first turn. I'm sure he will. And there, Jamer, great stuff. The middle of the pack now. They all squeeze into the first apex. Side by side they go. Great stuff from everybody. That's a good start. We haven't seen any... Oh, that's DNA. He's gone off. Don't know how he's gone off, but he has. Oh, it's a big moment ahead of him as well. That is not great. Not great at all. So we'll get that one started. But, wow. Big moment. The wet track definitely hurting some of the drivers. You can see another one in the background. Off. Back up to the front. Fefito's down to third. Jamer, second. This is Catch. He's just ahead of LittleMac. But yes, we've had some drivers. Oh, close call. Close call indeed. Catch in the middle of that one. He stays out of it for now. And Catch gets by. Snake just following him through. Snake went a little wide. But that was LittleMac we saw in the blue car. Apologies for the terrible camera angle. That was my bad. But the pass was made. So, this wet race has begun. And as you can see, there's a few things happening very early on. Snake gets up and around. He knows there's grip to be had. LittleMac just cautiously playing his game at the moment. But that's an overtake for Snake. Let's check out our drivers at the front. And do we have an interesting battle? We do indeed. Jamer is chasing Mr. Prozac there in the Audi. As we drop down the hill. Looks like the rain has pretty much all but stopped. But there was a few incidents, a few victims in that turn 1. Well, very different line there from Pro. He wants to get on the power. Look at that. And he gets away. So he was slow in, but he was quick out. That's the trick that all the tricky sim racers use. Slow in, fast out. Jamer, I think he just got a little wide there and gets a little offline. And it just upset the balance of the car just slightly. Fefito just chasing him in. The rain is still falling. As we can see those white streaks of water fall from the sky. The track, though, there's no wet line at the moment. So it's not too greasy out there, but if the rain does pick up, it might become a real big issue later on. Fefito giving charge in third place. Currently about 1.2 seconds away from the back of Jamer. And then we've got Koza here. He's in some real trouble. That's Mr. Magland in the Porsche. You can see there's still plenty of group out there to be had. Still leaving rubber marks through the corners. So the rain is just an aesthetic at the moment. Magland gets it all wrong. And that gives Koza the opportunity to build his distance. Raz says Fefito was really excited for today. Kept reminding us while we were having burgers. Where were you eating burgers? What burgers were they? I want to know all the details. Mr. Magland just moving left and right there a little. Don't know what he was looking to do. Stop and go for one of the drivers. It's a massive shame. Koza doing well at the moment. And Magland, though. That's what it looks like on board. You can see out behind. Koza's there. We've got a yellow in the sector. These guys, though, close. Magland gets a bump halfway through the corner. And it really upset him. Is that Sharkbait ahead? So Sharkbait, let's have a look in the overall. Yeah, it is Sharkbait. So bottom left, that's the relative. So Sharkbait's about to get lapped here by fourth place. First, second, and third have already gone past him. So we go back up to the front. Prozac is getting closer and closer and closer to Jamer because he's got the pace. So there's some real tense times now for Pro. He's going to have to put on the big defense. Thank you, Intimidated, for that. If I do appreciate it when you guys yell out things like that, because you usually see something that I'm not quite paying attention to. All this stuttering. This is what I'm talking about. It's just getting worse and worse with my PC, and I don't know what's causing it. Because the CPU's not maxed. The GPU's sitting at like 30%, so it's not even it's not the GPU. It's probably memory. Actually, it could be the CPU as well. But here we go. Prozac. He took a vastly different line down the main straight. Jamer just kept himself composed. That's Fefito in the background. So as the Bentley looms on the leader, the water is still falling from the sky. LittleMac gets rid of the stop and go. I'm not sure why he got a stop go. But yes, Raz, dogfight indeed. Oh, here we go. He's going to try squeeze it up the middle. It almost worked for him. Didn't quite get there. Didn't quite have the space, but it was definitely worth a crack. And look at Fefito. Fefito's even closer now, so this is going to be a three-way fight for the lead before you know it. Oh, different line completely taken. Look how close Jamer is. Prozac has to start thinking now defensively. He's going to make that Audi extremely wide. And he goes a little wide out of the last corner. That could put him into some vulnerable position. And Jamer right up inside the back spoiler now. He's going to look for a spot around. He might even get the switch over done. As we go overhead, you can see vastly different lines. Jamer, I thought he would try get some sort of switchback move, but it hasn't materialized just yet. But a great race forming here up the front. Oh, again, a switch left, a switch right. They're going to be next to each other, almost through. The right-hander, Prozac's lead, is come under some big fire now. And Fefito, he's catching up to all of this. Jamer trying to close the gap now on our leader. This is usually where we see Jamer in his prime. We'll check out the laps in a second for you, Raz. Prozac's coming back with a vengeance here, by the looks of things. It could definitely be because of the dogfight. I imagine once we see Jamer released, Fefito could possibly lose that fastest lap. So we'll go across the start-finish. Not quite there just yet. Fefito falling back. Jamer catching up. It's getting tight. That's for sure. So Snake and Catch, they are starting now to put the pressure on Cosa. So there's some real thinking to do for that Mercedes driver. Catch as well, just sitting in behind. Here we go. Cosa could be really pressured here to do something. Snake, we know he'll be patient about it. Oh, he's getting close, getting real close. It looked like there was some correction through the mid-corner there. Oh, Snake gets it up the inside. He gets it done. Oh, there could be big moment behind. No, Koza somehow held that one together. Catches through as well. No, he's not through. He's still chasing. So Koza has to put on the defensive gloves once again. These dogfights, they come and they go. But this one is some battle. Oh, here we go. Catch. They've all got their headlights on now. The rain still falling since the beginning of this race. And Koza now under a lot of pressure to drive fast. He's dealing with that well. A 151. And compared to a 151.2 from Koza. So Catch is definitely the faster driver. And into the first turn. Could there be a switch back? Not likely. So there you go, Koza. Put to 6th place. So let's check in with the times at least. Prozac there leading. With Jamer and Fefito in 3rd. And Catch right now up to 5th place. Got Archangel Apache from the sky. Just not much around him. And then we've got Falcon Zero. Similar situation. Maglin's just back by 1.5 seconds. And then we've got Gumbro as well. We're talking to him in the beginning. 3.9. The track's greasy at the moment, so that it's a little tricky. LittleMac had to serve a very early stop and go. Sharkbait's down there. DNA had some issues early on as well. And Gel Speed, he is in the pit lane. But let's get back to this thing at the front. Pro is still leading, and leading quite comfortably. But Jamer is not giving up. And I know he won't. This is going to be a good one. So this is now back to the battle for the lead. So a greasy track. They've got to keep that in mind. We might get him here. Look at that. Yeah, that's the move. Great stuff. Jamer gets the lead as Prozac makes the small mistake. Let's have a look. Just have a look at the bodywork, the body language of that Audi. And you could see, yeah, big understeer moment. And for Jamer, just mission complete. So now for Fefito, it's going to be his time to catch our race leader. He's just in the background there. He's not too far away. So if Prozac's falling back, let's have a look at the times as we go across the start-finish. 1:4.72, 1:49, and 1:4.77 from Fefito. So, yeah, if Fefito can keep those lap times up, Prozac's going to be in some real trouble. Real big trouble. So our top three putting on a great show early on. 43 minutes left in this one. These guys have cleared the rest of the pack. by a lot. A lot. Catch is a fair ways away. Snake's 1.4 seconds back behind him. So these two are going to be going at it all day. And then we've got Archangel Apache just coming up now on Cosar there in 6th place. So this Ferrari driver can get his hustle on. There could be a move and a position gained. With very minimal work. The blue flags are out because we do have some back markers out there already. Yeah, Gilberto should be in charge of the Fefito merchandise because I'll tell you what, some of the things you're saying, you've sold me on him, that's for sure. So Mr. Maglan and Gumbro here, they're about to begin the battle for 9th. This is for a place inside the top 10. But Maglan wants to hold on to his 9th spot. Oh, he gets it all wrong out of the corner. I don't know why, he's just letting him through. So Gumbro makes an easy spot. An easy position made. So Sharkbait is in the pit lane. Looks like he's had a big accident. You can see the front bodywork there. All banged up and bent in all sorts of directions. That's the gap on Prozac and Fefito. That's how far he is away from 2nd place. He's just hasn't been able to match the pace now since J-Mer got past. So maybe it's getting a little too wet out there. No, the stuttering isn't the internet, it's the computer. Because I see it. I see the stutter too, so it's definitely something that's going on in the encoding process. Because if it was the internet, it'd just be a smooth... my screen would look smooth and yours would look bad, but mine looks bad as well. So it's definitely me. Not the internet, though. I know that much. It's the computer. Because, yeah, my CPU, I have been watching it. It does spike pretty high every now and then, so... But it doesn't go to 100%, so I really don't know. It could be the hard drive. It could be a host of things. I really need to get a new computer at some point. So I don't know when I'll get that. But don't forget, guys, to check out our stuff at demo1garage.com. And if you're enjoying the racing and you want to help support us, please don't hesitate to hit the like wherever you're watching from if you can. Be that on YouTube or Facebook. And don't forget to tell a friend. That's your mission this week. Your goal. Let one of your friends know about us. Because we'll have a lot of fun next time we're all meeting up for the next race. So Gumbro doing a great job at the moment. Just keeping Mr. Maglan at bay. Falcon Zero we're talking to in the early stages of the broadcast. He's trying to catch Archangel Apache there. Yeah, we'll have a Mario Kart race. We can do that. Has anyone else here got a Switch? If you've got a Switch and Mario Kart, why not? Let's do that. I'm not kidding. I'm absolutely positive. So yeah, he's running the T300 RS. Federico's got a Switch. I haven't played Mario Kart on my Switch for a while. I've just been playing Skyrim. Oh, we don't. It doesn't matter. We don't have. We can just play for fun. Looks like Falcon Zero's hit something. Have a look at his car there. We'll get a closer look at that actually. So let's inspect the damage. Mr. Falcon yet. The hood wants to bump. The splitter's all cut open. The front bumper's all crinkled. And the rain is coming back now. And he's got some slight scratches on this side of the car, the right side. Oh, I love Skyrim. I love it, I love it, I love it. I'm a bit of a nerd like that. The Elder Scrolls. I do like the Elder Scrolls stuff. Michelle Porcox, welcome along. So Falcon just dealing with some damage there, as we could see. J-Mer is just flying now. Look at the gap. That's what the distance looks like. As Prozac, and it's pretty similar between him and Fefito now in third. Yeah, I'm also a big fan of the Elder Scrolls Online. I've just started playing it recently, and yeah, just enjoying it. I don't know if it's something about me getting older, but those sort of games I would have just rushed through and done the missions, but I actually take my time and read the lore and like get involved in the world building behind it, and yeah, it's a bit like that. Yeah, I played Warzone once. I just don't find it exciting. I have got Call of Duty. What's it called? Call of Duty Black Ops. I really enjoy that, but yeah, Warzone. I just can't get into it, eh? I cannot get into it. This is Falcon Zero. He's making some extreme leaps now onto the back of Archangel Apache in that Ferrari. He's going to be in some serious trouble. And I don't know where it's all gone wrong for him. But the Ferrari has to start thinking about going just a little bit quicker now, because he's got some competition.
Window is opening.
Oh, big moment through the middle of the corner there. And that's going to give it for Falcon Zero. He gets it done. The overtake's complete. Archangel made a small error, and that's all it takes sometimes to lose your spot. That's where it was. That was the mistake. And as you could see, for Falcon Zero, he had the extra pace and the extra speed through the corner. So he's maintained the position. I am really sorry today about all the stuttering. But like I said, getting a new PC is one of my goals this year. And that's my big goal. So thank you to everyone that is helping support the channel through the Buy Me a Coffee support page. That's where the majority of that support is going to go, the money. It also pays the server bills and the restream, because I've got those monthly costs as well. But the rest of the money, I'm just saving it up. And hopefully we can bring you a kick-ass broadcast with a new machine at some point in the future. Alright, so Falcon Zero up one. Let's check in with the rest of the field. Snake's done both his pit stops. Our leader is still J-Mer. Rev Prozacs coming in. Fefito just doing his lap. And I've been having these really bad headaches as well. I don't know what is going on. I'm not having a good week. Koza, 5th there at the moment with Falcon Zero up to 6th as the camera catches up to him. There he is. There's Snake down in 7th. The track's still greasy, still raining. LittleMac up to 8th, but he's yet to stop. Archangel's done his stop. Gumbro's completed his stop. Mr. Maglin's on his marks. DNA ONS. Sharkbait's done his stop as well in that GTR. We know that's quite a difficult car to handle, so props to him, and Gel Speed's back at it. No worries, Intimidator. Don't work too hard. That's all I'm going to say. Just enjoy the rest of your day as well, bro. Enjoy the rest of your day. So we're waiting now for the top 5 to make their stop, but this is Jamer, and if he does another lap, we'll have to do it on board with him. Just see just how good he's attacking this track. Because right now, he's got a 10-second lead over his closest rival, Fefito. And we know Fefito's no slouch. So Jamer is flying. Let's go on board with him. So up towards the kink, and then into turn 2, a left-hander, Crowthorne, and then immediately into the 3rd, and then 4th, and then you've got to flow back again to the left. It's called Babek, turn 5, and then it's a straight from here into turn number 6, which is a right-hander called Sunset. And you see he just lifts through there, just half throttle. Braking about the 30-meter mark, very late into turn 7. And then we start heading downhill now into the S's. We've seen a great overtake in this section before. So that's turns 8 and 9. And then into turn 10, we come back in on ourselves. A double turn 10 and 11, so it's a double apex, double corner. Razgriz brought 5 coffees. Our new supporter on Buy Me a Coffee. So thank you so much, Razgriz. He has gone to demoongarage.com/support. That's where he's done that. So thank you so much, Razgriz. And then into Cheetah, which is 15. This is turn 16. And that's a lap with Jamer here at Kyalami. What a racer. That was in the wet too. So that was a 146.3 in a greasy track. That's a quick time. But thank you so much, Raz, with the 5 coffee support. Thank you. I do appreciate that a lot. But like I said, that's going to go eventually towards some new hardware. Luckily, like I said, I bought the graphics card last in 2019. So that's a big purchase already taken care of. Because apparently it is very hard to buy a graphics card at the moment in the current market. So I'm just going to reuse the one I bought about a year and a half ago, and just got to buy a new motherboard, a new case, a new CPU, and a new RAM, and we should be good. But yeah, I've got the graphics card, so we only need to worry about the other stuff. And then eventually I'll upgrade the monitors. I've got some very cheapy monitors, but I'm not one of those people that is like, I need to have like 144 hertz, 60 frames, or like none of these monitors do 4K. I think the best I can do is 1080. Archangel just getting shark bait there, but he's a back marker. And shark bait just gets out of the way as well because he knows Gumbro's coming for him. It's going to be Ferrari v Ferrari. It's going to be a toss-up now. Who's the quickest of the prancing horses? Is it Gumbro or is it Archangel? They've all done their stop. J-Mer's just doing his stop now. So we should have a very interesting end to this race coming up for you folks. So don't go anywhere. Kyalami putting on a pretty good show for us here today. I'll have a look in a second, Raz. So Gumbro in hot pursuit there of Archangel. The actual it's about 1.3 behind. 1.2 at the moment. So you can see there's just behind Gumbro's Sharkbait, and then behind Sharkbait is the leader. So they're the relative standings down the bottom left. That's how everything is in relation to Gumbro. And Gumbro's getting closer and closer and closer. Archangel in all sorts of trouble now. He had correction mid-corner again. We've seen that so many times today. Gumbro gets on the power. He knows. He's so close to a move. Can he do something about it? 2 Ferraris now. Here we go. Archangel around the outside. He could get the switch overdone. Surely. Archangel just stays ahead for the time being at least. Just. Coming into the last corner. Oh, if he can get on the power, this could be Gumbro's easily. He's looking for a place to move. It's a drag race now into the kink. Gumbro's going to have the inside line. As we look from ahead, looks like Archangel able to brake just that little bit later, and that's giving him the edge here at the moment. Oh, that didn't look good from Archangel. A little bit.
Pitch window is now closed.
Oh, he's cooked it through there. We saw the car just twitch out on him. So now all that work, he has to fight back. So that's going to give some reprieve for Archangel. And he's going to need it. Because it's dicey out there at the moment. Very dicey. Fefito is 5 seconds away from J-Mer. Prozac's in the lead though. So J-Mer was in the pits for a long time. Didn't notice that happening at the time, but yeah, we've got a new leader with 24 minutes left. Catch is 7 seconds off Fefito there. Then it's Snake. Cosar is down there in 6th place. This is Falcon 0. Archangel just starting to open the gap up on Gumbro. So 2.9. They will ride up in each other's exhaust fumes before. So yeah, unluckily for Gumbro, that mid-corner twitch lost him a lot of time. So there's a lot he has to do now to fight back. And that's Mr. Maglan in the Ferrari. In the Porsche. Let's see how Maglan's dealing with the greasy track. It doesn't look like the weather is set to ease up anytime soon. but I don't think it's going to get any heavier either. So it shouldn't be too bad for the guys out there. This is LittleMac. LittleMac had a stop and go earlier on. I'm not sure exactly what it was for, but it hurt him. And it hurt him a lot. DNA's down 2 laps in that McLaren. He had that accident at the start. And it's hurt him ever since. He was looking really good in qualifying, though. Sharkbait is also down a few laps. And then it's gel speed in the Porsche. The 777 Porsche. That's how we stand at the moment with all 14. But Archangel and Gumbro, probably the 2 closest at the moment. Just waiting for things to heat up between the 2 of them. Looks like Archangel might be starting to sweat in about another lap or 2, because it looks like Gumbro's starting to get his pace back to him. And if that happens, we're in for another exciting drag race between these 2 Ferraris once again. Brendan, thank you, Mr. Rev Boosted. It's been a great race, an amazing commentary, thank you. If you're looking for more racing to watch, by the way, guys, go and watch the race I did yesterday. The Pro-Am race at Silverstone with Race on Oz. If you get a chance this week and you need something entertaining to watch, I totally recommend you go check that out. If you don't have time to watch the whole broadcast, all the highlights are done as well. So that's the Pro-Am Round 1 Silverstone race, which is the video before this one. So that interval at the moment, 1.7. Let's just have a look. This is qualifying. So Prozac qualified first, Fefito second, J-Mer third, DNA was 4th, Cosa was 5th, Archangel was 7th. Now Archangel is up to 8th now. Cosa's there. Snake and Catch have improved out of sight. J-Mer's up. Fefito stayed around that, but DNA's been the big loser this one, unfortunately. Yeah, I'm glad that you guys actually do try to watch most of the races, because that means we're doing something right. That means we are doing something right, which is good. Because that was my goal when I started this channel, was I wanted people to enjoy the racing from other leagues as well. And there's a lot of you out there doing that. So that's good. That's exactly what I wanted it to be. It was entertaining. And for the guys that join us live, I wanted you to be able to get something out of it as well. You know, entertained live, but I like the fact that you can interact and engage with myself. Okay, that's interesting. You said that, Federico. You never imagined yourself watching esports. I've had people tell me, oh, big moment! Oh, that's Archangel Apache. That was huge. What am I doing? Oh, that was massive. Oh, I was being an idiot. My brain couldn't figure out what to do there. But wow, big moment for Gumbro. Archangel on a mission to disappear. And Aero Wash, I don't know what that was, but wow. Yeah, Gumbro. Big moment for him. Let's investigate the damage, as we can do in sim racing. The back of the car. Well, it's all banged up. It's not too bad on the front. That sign, I think, took a lot of it. Yeah, again on the front, not too bad. Back in the sides there. They look like they could do exit stage left. Indeedy. It was stage left too, wasn't it? Well, he's still got some power in that car. Let's just see how he deals with the steering. Car looks okay. Lots of lock there though, so a bit of understeer for Gumbro. Oh, correction. Too much of the corner there. Interesting. Well, that's stopped that. Yeah, Federico said, never imagine watching esports. I did not watch it. I'm driving. What happened? I don't know. How did it? What happened? How did you come to watching it? That must be an interesting story to tell. So, our leader is still Prozac. Jamer is 5 seconds behind. So, after those stops, I don't know what it was, but Jamer, there must have been a small accident. Or Jamer took a very long pit stop. Because he had a very, very good lead. This is Jamer here, 5 seconds behind. That's that blue Audi is his next competitor ahead. And then Fefito. We haven't seen much of Fefito today. I know we've got a lot of Fefito fans. Gilberto's one of them. Looks like he's gone for the camo look on the car today. I don't know what the livery... Surely that's... he's gone for the invisible look. Looks like Catch is starting to close the gap on Fefito here, so we'll keep a close eye on that one. There could be something in that before the end of this. We've got 15 minutes left in this one. Unfortunately, at the present moment, I don't think Fefito will win. It could be close, though, for a podium finish. Gilberto. Could be very close, because Catch looks like he's starting to... Yeah, make some gains on him. Yeah, Prozac's doing a great job for REV. What does REV stand for, Brendan? That I don't actually know. Fefito! Gilberto feels the chat. I thought he was typing F to pay respects, but it wasn't that simple. It's a Fefito revolution. Let's get an onboard lap with Catch. He's done real driving in the real world before. So let's see what a lap with Catch actually looks like. See, that Ferrari wants to push out wide, using all of the outside to open up the left-hand corner. Oh, Revolution Motorsports. There you go. Thank you. Into the S's now. So that's turn 8 and 9. As we climb up the hill towards... I don't know how you say this corner, but the U-Cop, which is turn 10. 11 doesn't have a name. And then back down the hill. Turn 12, mine shaft. I wonder if there's a mine shaft underneath the track. And then 13, the crocodiles. Or this complex is the crocodiles. 15, cheetah, this one. Ooh. And then 16, Ingwe. INGWE is the name of the corner. The Facebook page to like the race. I'll type it in the chat. That's the link. Basically, if you just search Demo on Garage on any of the platforms, I'll be there. The only one that's not is Twitter. My handle on Twitter is Demo1G. So, Fefito, just saw him get around some back markers there. So, but the gap's still 2.8 for, so Catch is closing. 11 and a half seconds left. 11 and a half seconds. 11 and a half minutes left in this race. And J-Mer wishes that was Prozac, but it's not. The Revolution Motorsports driver. He's 6.5 seconds up the road. So, yeah, J-Mer wants to get through. LittleMac does that. RWB stands for red, white, and blue. Oh, I don't know what's going on with LittleMac there. Big moment for LittleMac. He's taken massive amounts of damage. Can we see anything? He let J-Mer through. Just it happened off screen, unfortunately. Have a look. Bang! Don't know what that was about. That was a huge hit. Alrighty. So LittleMac. Here we go. He's got to get out of the way for Fefito here. Catch is really close to the door. So LittleMac does it. Great job. That's one of the biggest challenges as a back marker in this part of the race. Is you're still got to run your own race, but you've got to do your best to just stay out of the way. You're still entitled to do your own thing, but the blue flags do have to abide by them. And the blue flag means, if you're getting a blue flag, it means you need to let the driver behind you pass, because they're about to lap you, basically. Or they're a faster driver and they need to let you through. You can get blue flags in qualifying for that reason. You could be on an out lap, but the car behind you could be on a timed lap, and you'll get a blue flag for the same situation. So LittleMac did not too bad there. Catch 2.2 now. No, Raz, it's a rule. If you don't let the cars pass, I think within 2 or 3 corners, you can be penalised for that. So you've got 3 corners at least. It's 2 or 3. The GT rule's different. I know in Formula 1 it's 3 corners to let the car pass. GT it could be 2 corners, I don't know. But yes, if that blue flag is out, waving at you, you at the next best opportunity, you need to get off the throttle, get off the racing line, or whatever it is you need to do, and allow the driver behind you to go through. So, yeah. That's what that's about, if you've ever wondered what those waving blue flags meant. So 2 seconds almost now. So Fefito, it'll be interesting to see his lap time actually. So we'll go to this view. As Fefito gets to the end of the lap, we'll be able to see his lap time come up down the bottom left compared to Catch's lap time. And it'll give us a pretty good guide on who's the quicker driver out on the track at this current moment. So we're about to get into the last corner now. So Fefito's Ferrari will cross the line. We'll get a time flash up down the bottom left. A 1:45.6. Catch is a 1:44.9. So, yeah, there's definitely enough time in this race for Catch to close on Fefito and get an overtake. You can see he's not that far away now. So it's a slow build, but for Fefito, he's just trying to be consistent here in this part of the race. He's got a back marker who gets out of the way. You saw the marshal, they're giving the blue flag. He stays off the line. And Fefito, the live interval, 1.2 seconds. This is going to be very, very important now. We've got 6 minutes left in the race. And Catch in that white and green Ferrari is definitely making waves. And he's starting to put some pressure on Fefito here. We're about to reach the boiling point here. How will the man in the green, brown, and black livery deal with it? And will Catch in his white, green, and black Ferrari be able to make the pass? We're about to find out the answers to that and more in about the next lap or two, I'd say. It's about to get very interesting here at Kyalami, so welcome along. If you've just joining us now for the end of it, my name's Josh, commentating this JSM race here at Kyalami. If you want to check out more of our stuff, go to demo1garage.com. If you want to join our Discord, just go to D1G, that's the letter D, the number 1 and the letter G, Discord, d1gdiscord.com. And welcome to our Discord. That's the only invite code you need to remember for our Discord. And as always, thanks for subscribing. Thanks for hitting the like today and supporting the channel. Feeding that algorithm, as they say. Because we'd love to have more and more fans like yourselves in the chat. Enjoying some esports, some sim racing. Because we got a pretty good show on offer here tonight. Thank you, Steve Andrews. Welcome along. And thank you for the new follow. Look how close Catch is now. He almost had it there. Just tagged the curb. It was a little awkward. Catch had to do some corrective maneuvers, but he's right on cue now. Fefito's going to have a lot of work ahead of him. Where will Catch pass? Will Fefito be able to successfully defend? And what this is going to do, ladies and gentlemen, J-Mer's ahead of them in second, about 5 seconds up the road. It's going to probably allow him, if this goes on for a few laps, it's going to allow him to gap them a bit more, increase the gap. Because what eventually ends up happening when you start having a battle like this is your lap times come down. You're a bit slower because Fefito is trying to put the car in a defensive position. Catch is trying to get around, but because he's being slowed down by the car in front, our lap times start to drop. So, yes, it could be very interesting. Oh, Catch is trying to keep a tight line through there. But Fefito was on the power. It seemed very early through that corner. And that was the advantage he had over Catch then. He comes through the S's, trying just a different line. At the moment, it's working for Fefito in the 44. The 47 is lurking down. Oh, black marks left there from Catch. He tried to get on the power early. Look at the gap that it's opened up for Fefito. So a bit of a relaxing moment, so to speak. But he's not going to get a lot of time to chill out and take it all in because Catch is going to be right back at him. It did look like that, didn't it, Raz? But I think there was a car behind them. Because if you have a look, we got the relative positions up now. So Fefito, just ahead of Fefito is Jamer, behind is Catch. And you can see Gel Speed's ahead of them. And he's blue. So I'm sure the blue flag was for Gel Speed. So there you go. Gel Speed's the next car ahead. So if we see blue flags, it'll be Gel Speed getting them. There you go. That's Gel Speed right there. That's why he was getting the blue flags. So, back marker. That's going to... oh, he gets out of the way. Gel Speed does great. Gets right off the racing line very quickly. Allows these two to continue with their racing. Exciting stuff here. We're coming into the final minute of this race. So Catch knows it's all or nothing at this point. We're on the penultimate lap, basically. We're going to be coming into the final lap just after this one. So Catch needs to make a move. It's going to be now or never, really. So Fefito, can he hold on for third place? Just one more go around this track, I think, is all that's going to be required.
Okay, the leader is on the final lap now. Give
Here
it all
we
you can.
go. Confirmation of that happening. So Prozac leading at the moment. He's done a great job today. Fefito, though, 145.3, 145.4 from Catch. So Fefito just quickened up his pace just a little bit. Those blue flags are for the DNA driver just ahead. So there's no way Fefito will catch Jamer. There's Fefito, the man himself. The one you all love. He's pushing hard. Catch looks like he's dropped off a bit though, doesn't he? Prozac though, what a run it's going to be from him today. In that Audi. And his strategy was the one that worked for him today. Catch closing the gap. They don't have long left in this race at all. Catch just needs to try something. Prozac's coming through. He gets through turn 15. He's about to come through turn 16 for the final time. He'll see the checkered flag. And for Prozac, it's a win here at Kyalami.
Finish the race.
Jamer, second place for him. Well-deserved spot as well. And Fefito and Catch are extremely close here at the end, but it's third place as he holds off Catch and secures third. Over the fourth there, Snake is going to come through and take fifth place. Cosaraiva's got sixth. Falcon 0 just takes the checkered flag. Just ahead of Archangel there. They were close as well at the end. And Gumbro and Maglan they're not too far from each other now. 9th and 10th. But I'd say Gumbro has just eked it out over the Porsche driver. As we get through turn 15. Yes, we certainly have. The Porsche. Oh, I thought he was going to try and chuck it up the inside. Oh, a bit of a mistake. Does Maglan make it at the end? They could be next to each other at the line. So close at the end. It was 2 tenths that separated them. Very, very close indeed. But well done to this man, Prozac. We want that Fefito win. I'm sure we'll get it at some point. There's our winner. Yeah, Catch had a great day. Last to 4th. I've got to give it to I've got to give it.
Oh, I don't know if you can hear me. Never mind.
I've got to give it to Prozac. It did look like he was going to win it there, but you know, he brought it back there at the end of it. Well done. He did keep extending his lead, absolutely. If you got any questions as well, guys, for the drivers, just let me know in the chat. Yeah, I didn't know it could be done either, but he did it. Jamer had a pretty good lead, unless we missed something with Jamer. It's the only thing I think that might have happened, actually. But I'll tell you what, guys, that was a lot of fun. But yes, you got any questions, please let us know. See if we can't get them answered for you before we finish up here today.
Green light, give it okay.
I don't know who's coming for the interview. I'm hanging around waiting. Maybe no one will come. Oh no, we got someone.
Hey there.
It's Mr. Falcon again. Hello.
Howdy. Man, what a race.
Yeah, how was that for you?
Well, I had a pretty good tire setup for the first half, and I got caught up in some trouble on the second turn of the first lap. Somebody in front of me slowed down real bad, and it was sort of like an accordion thing, and I just couldn't hit my brakes hard enough. And the capped gel speed pretty good, and we both, I think we both went off track. I went off track.
What up?
And I got back on to make sure he was in front of me. But then he spun out on that sweeping right first half of the course. Pretty much the next turn he spun out. So I just kept on going and cruising. And yeah, I did pretty good for myself. I feel pretty good. After the pit stop though, the tires, I had them overinflated, so by the last 5 or 6 laps of the race, my tires were way too hot and they got real slippery. So I almost lost 8th place to Apache.
Yeah.
If there was one more lap, he would have had me.
So, I don't know why, but my mind's it's gone completely blank. The greasy conditions from the start, was it hard to adapt to, or was it okay? Because it didn't look like there was too much slipping and sliding going on out there.
I felt pretty good the first half of the race. I guess I had my tires dialed in, but I must have not set them up very well for after the pit stop. They were just a little bit too high. Or maybe the track dried out and it got warmer. I'm not sure. Probably that. But I felt pretty good on the greasy track. I think the greasy track kind of just makes me drive a little bit more conservatively, and that's probably better for my style of driving. So I kind of just maintained a nice speed. I was not going that fast, at 47s, I think. I had some damage from rear end and gel speed, so my aero got messed up, which meant my top speed was lower, which just meant I overall just went slower the first half of the race, but yeah, I felt pretty good.
Well, it wasn't a bad effort. How did you find the traffic? Because you were part of some of the back markers there. Was that easy to deal with?
Yeah, I kept my eye on it pretty good. I saw Prozac coming up on me, and I just came to the side and just slowed down big time. My eyes been thing with Jamer, and when I saw Fefito, I think I let Jamer and Fefito go by me in time.
Yeah.
And I think that did let Apache catch up to me pretty good, as well as before I let those front guys pass me, I messed up the last turn and I dinged. I had some oversteer and I dinged the wall, so that probably let Apache closer to.
Well, I mean, it wasn't a bad race. Like you said, you found some consistency today, and for a wet race, it was a pretty good effort. So not too bad. Just slowly improving.
Yeah, thanks, man. Thanks for covering the race, and I just want to give a shout out to Gel Speed. Sorry, man. Did not mean to do that. Hope
These
it
things
didn't mess
happen.
up his race too bad. But yeah.
Fefito, you're a wanted man in the interview, so we'll get you done. Big fight there at the end with Catch. How was that? That was a lot of fun, wasn't it?
Yeah, I had a little bit of fun at the end. Also, I was catching a little bit Jamer, but then Catch was right behind me, and I had to defend and lost a bit of pace there. But yeah, it was a great race and found the variable conditions.
What do you think was the difference there at the end? Because he was slowly catching you up over the last 10 minutes or so. Was your pace about the same all the way through, or was there something just not working for you there at the end?
It was the same the second half, but I think I messed up the pressure of the tires when I got into the pit. I actually ran the second stint with the pressure for wet weather.
Yep.
And it stopped raining. I have the wrong tire pressure. But overall, I maintained the same pace during the second stint.
And yeah, how did you find the greasy conditions? I mean, it wasn't too wet, but there was, like you said, there was consistent rain all the way throughout until the end there, where it sort of worked against you, but seemed like you had it under control.
Yeah, it was. I think I quickly adapted. A little bit slippery and avoiding the curves. I think that was the right thing to be aware of. Don't take any of the curves because they were really slippery.
And Jamer and Prozac, they were so fast out there. Jamer was quick off the line as well. Why couldn't you catch them today? What was the difference?
I think that the first stint was the the problem with the tire pressures, and they were really fast. And I don't know, I have been having problems at the start, getting from the roll start in each race. Like I always got passed by. I don't know, but maybe the Ferrari is not the fastest at acceleration there in the rolling start. So yeah, they kept going and going and going all that first stint. I couldn't improve my pace there.
Well,
And what happened with their how Rosas passed Gamer? I know that he was close to the pit stop, but I don't know if he had like problem in the pit stop or he was way quicker in the second stint.
yeah. I don't know what happened there either. So it was a bit of a surprise to us all as well. So I don't know. We'll have to go back and have a look at it, I think.
Okay, great.
But I mean, third place, not bad. Gilberto wanted you to get the win, but hey, podium's a podium, isn't it?
Yeah, at least it was a race without any incidents. It was
That's
good.
yeah, that's true. That's another good point as well. Well, thank you, and congratulations as well.
Thank you.
Shark Bait wasn't a very memorable one for you, but last week you came out very lucky after the turn 1 incident. Were you involved in any of the...
A little bit.
Yep.
But after that, I spin again, and I got like 30 seconds of damage, so I had to go in. But yeah, when I changed my tires on the second stint, they were just cold, and the PSI was way low, so that didn't help.
So obviously the guys were having overheating issues with the tires. Were yours just not getting up to temp?
Yeah.
No grip?
No. So after that, I just, I'm telling myself to quit, but then I'm like, I'll just slowly go through this race, just get through it.
So what was the biggest learning point for you today then? Was there any?
I mean, since we're doing races on real weather, it's gonna be hard to set certain stuff like your PSI or the temperature.
Yep.
I mean, that's really.
So basically just starting to learn how to, I don't know, sort of be dynamic with the strategy.
Exactly. Yeah.
And yeah, the GTR, is she still handling like a wild beast out there? Have you got control of her?
I'm getting it slowly but surely.
Yeah. Are you? How much practice have you been able to put in for this one this week?
I practiced 2 days for 2 days.
Yeah, that's a decent amount.
Yeah, I was getting about 146s, and tonight I was doing 48s, 49s.
Right. Well, it was wet, I suppose. So.
Yeah, greasy.
Yeah.
Really greasy.
What's the track you're absolutely hanging on to race on though? Is there a track out there that you absolutely can't wait to race?
Alton. I want to try that one. Just really because it's new.
Was that part of the new DLC?
Yeah, Alton Park.
Yeah. Yeah, that's going to be an interesting one, I think, when we get there. But I don't know. Do you think the GTR will fit? It's a pretty tiny track.
Might fit more than a Bentley.
Yeah, that's true. Sometimes I wonder how they fit them around those British tracks, but whatever. It'll make for some good racing. Oh well.
Oh yeah.
Oh well. Thanks for having a quick chat with us, and I'm sure we'll see some improvements from yourself over the coming season. It always happens. So, well done for sticking it out and finishing the rest of the race.
Thank you.
No worries. And then there was one. Snake.
How's it going?
How was that for you? You had a bit of a battle there with Catch yourself.
Oh yeah, and it's a little disappointing it didn't continue, but it was my fault. I made a couple errors, but I think I went off track slightly, and luckily, it actually happened more than once today. I had a couple of I didn't spin out or anything, but I definitely had a couple of close calls. Didn't get any damage on anything, but I was hoping to really have a battle because we were really going at it for a while, and unfortunately my mistakes just kind of let him coast through, and then I made a bad judgment call on the pit stop. I probably should have gone a little later to maybe have a closer gap with him because he jumped up quite a bit after the pit. I went for the early pit. I should have gone for a later one.
Yeah, so the overcut was quite powerful today.
Yeah, and of course with variable weather, and there wasn't our normal 20-man grid today. Those kind of moves, you kind of gotta. It's probably not a good idea sometimes. When there's not a lot of people on the track, you need the volume of drivers to kind of help with that.
Oh well, you're able to. I don't know. That's a good learning experience for yourself, at least. So you are always still learning.
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm not the fastest guy on the track. I'm not the best driver, or I don't think so. But so I kind of always take a always learning approach to pretty much anything I do, actually. But yeah, I think it was fun, and our evaluation races serve two purposes. It's not just to see where everybody's at, but it's also to give them an idea of what to expect in the races. Because we tell the guys the track 24 hours in advance. We give them the weather conditions. We do have a server that's up for the day, but if they really want to learn and figure out where their tire pressures are at and what they need to be, there's single player for that, and it's not hard to do, to go through there and look through the different weather conditions. I had 0 tire issues. Luckily, I've had a setup for each set. I had dry sets for greasy, for light rain or damp, you can say, and I have a wet setup, but I knew I wouldn't need it because given what the weather was going to be, I knew that the worst we would experience is light rain, which is what we did.
Yeah. What did you see on the start there? Because there was a few cars pointing the wrong way by turn 2 or 3.
I know something happened on turn 2, and some guys went off track. But I didn't really see what happened. I'm going to have to look through the stream to see exactly what it was. But I would expect something like that, with the weather being what it is. You see that all the time. People spin out. I tried to... I had a couple of dry weather habits, and I tried to, use a little bit of curbing on one of the turns, and I paid for it, so... It's definitely some things that can happen.
Is that a laugh there from you, Garcia?
Oh yeah, them curbs are dangerous in the wet.
Were you watching? Were you spectating today?
That's actually Mur.
No, it's Mur.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
It changed the nickname. It's not. No, it's a nickname thing. But yeah.
You guys always do that to me.
Yeah, I might have to switch it back. It confuses me sometimes. I'm like, wait, who?
Oh yeah,
this?
Jamer.
Like, oh,
yeah, I can see it right here, Jamer.
Oh yeah, you click on it.
Yeah. How did you lose the lead? How'd you lose the lead, mate?
Well, it keeps happening to me where I go in the pits and there's this glitch. It'll lift my car up, put it back down, lift it up again. Did it twice tonight and put it. I lost like 5-6 seconds of that.
That was
I don't know
about
why
your
it's doing
lead
that.
too. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't know why it's doing that. So I'll have to figure that out.
Oh well.
But
So, do you think you would have won without that glitch?
not the way my tires were. I messed up really bad on adjusting my tires before I went in. So everyone else was gaining grip, and I was just losing it every lap. They were getting colder.
Raz wants to know, how do you always take such smooth lines?
Practice.
Practice.
Practice is always the answer. I mean, well, a lot of YouTube videos. You know, what do you want to call them? Tutorials.
Yep.
Those help big time.
What's your wheel that you're using?
CSL Elite.
Okay. It's one of the more...
Yep.
CSL
alright.
Elite. It's alright. It's a pretty...
Gets the job done.
It's a pretty decent wheel.
That was nice. I just got new pedals a couple weeks ago too. I got the V3s. Those are really nice.
Yeah, I've heard people like them as well, so...
They're really nice.
I mean, what were you using before that?
Nothing.
Just
controller.
Controller. So you went straight from that. That's a big step. How long did it take you to adjust? Was there
honestly within a week?
Yeah.
I was right at it. So
I don't know. I don't know if it's just me, like, because I don't know. Like, I never found that adjustment period was a thing. Because
yeah, I mean, just
I don't know.
If you naturally have it, yeah.
I mean, I'm not quick, but like, I just feel like I know how to drive. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if anyone here feels the same way, but
I know what you're saying, because I hear some people like, "Oh, it's taking me forever," and I wasn't really too off my pace.
No, I know what you mean. Yeah, and I'm just like, well, I
Plus, this game with a controller is not. It's not fun. It's so hard.
If you're quick on this game with a controller, you're an absolute like.
You're gonna be a weapon if you get a wheel. Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely.
My buddy Paulie, Austin Paulie was on the pad.
Yeah.
I kept telling him, I'm like, man, you're gonna get that wheel, you're gonna be flying. It sure is. Pretty damn quick.
Well, yeah, I can't wait to see some more racing with him. But yeah, you off the line, your start, you were like a rocket, man. Was there a secret
I had to let
that?
off. Reaction time. I don't know, man. It's just I always get a good jump on the starts. Always. Our race at Barcelona last week, I don't remember if you've seen my jump off the line there, but I was out of there.
Oh well, it's a good skill to have.
I think the Bentley's really good too. The Bentley's just got that torque, that low end torque, and you can just kind of.
Yeah, I have.
Grunt.
I have noticed when I'm watching battles between a Bentley and anything else, especially out of the corner, the Bentley just pulls away like nothing else. So.
That's got nice low end.
Yeah. So you're probably right. It probably is the car of choice. But timing. What I do too is I do races and I practice, so I know exactly when those lights are going green. Okay, so there's no randomization. I've never really
It's always
tested that.
It's always at the same spot. As soon as the lead car hits a certain spot, boom.
Isn't that interesting? That's a good secret to have, guys, if you're listening.
Little tip.
Yeah, a tip from Jamer.
But don't try to time it and jump it. I've done that.
Yeah, I'm sure you have. All the best try to do that. They try to get every single bit.
Oh yeah.
Of advantage.
That's for sure.
Well, yeah, thanks, man. That was a good chat. Some good tips as well. And I'm sure, we'll be talking a lot more in the future.
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
I cut you off, Snake. I don't know if you wanted to finish off any thoughts there. So we had Jamer jump in. And you're muted.
I was gonna.
Nope, sorry about that. That's pretty much it for me. I think Zach's in here. I don't know if he had anything to say, but.
Oh yeah.
There's the winner chicken dinner.
It is.
Yeah, hey boys.
Hey.
What's up?
Yeah, were you surprised when you come out of the pits in the lead? Because we were.
I was. That was the only way I was going to win this race, is to get in front of her. The last, pretty much from the start of the race, I was adjusting pressures for my pit stop, and just hoping that my pressures would hold up for the second stint. And they did. I guess I got lucky, man.
What was the magic number?
Good race though. I came down 1.3 in the front and a full PSI in the rear, and I was running my highest temp. I think was like a 27.8 near the end.
Yeah.
I mean, even the dry line, that's what I think screwed everybody up. Preparing for that and being able to adjust, mid-race to that kind of stuff is really tough.
Yeah, it was hard to tell if it was raining or not from our view, because sometimes the rain was there and then it wasn't, so we couldn't really tell if it's finished.
A steady drizzle. I didn't.
Yeah, it was real light.
None of us were using wipers. You couldn't tell unless I went to third person on the cool down lap, and that's when I could tell it was raining.
Yeah, but there was no wet line, was there?
20 minutes in, I noticed
it was dry line
that,
the whole time.
Yeah, I would
if you
come to the
if you
inside
go
of the
off
pit
the
wall. Yeah, going down
I'm sorry.
the front, going down the front stretch, I would come all the way to the pit wall to try to keep my tires cool. But it was definitely a dry line.
Right. Okay. Yeah, we couldn't really see that from our point of view.
Yeah, it was tough to see, but it was there for sure.
I wonder if that's
I
just a
wanted to say-
limitation of the PlayStation. Anyway, yeah, go on.
Yeah, maybe so. Yeah.
I've
No,
noticed
just
that.
everybody. Yeah,
It
On the
depends on how
PC,
heavy
you
the
can see
rain is.
rubbering.
Yeah,
Yep.
that too.
The rubbering on the PC you can see so much better than console 2.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's just one of those things. I think
Yeah.
it's for them to get
We
it.
need
just
more
wanted to-
power.
Yeah, really.
Anyone
I
here?
just wanted to thank everybody for driving so respectfully. As we were catching them. Nobody really stuck to their line. Everybody was, coherent with what was
Back
going
markers
on.
were very well behaved.
Yeah, very well behaved. I couldn't really say I was surprised, but well done by everybody as far as I could see. Apparently the worst of incidents, but it's bound to happen.
Well, Raz thought it was a good driving from you all. I thought it was good driving from you all, and yeah, the back markers, like I said, they managed it well. You guys managed it well. Yeah, it
Oh,
made-
Fefito's in here.
He
I
is.
didn't realize.
he's just hanging out.
He was catching me at the end. He was catching me too. It was making me nervous.
Well, he had to deal
That
with
Delta was going down.
catch there at the end, but it was close. There was a lot of people catching each other there at the end. I think if there was another 5 minutes in that, it would have been a different finish.
Yeah, it would have. It would have got real spicy. I didn't realize catch was right there.
Yeah, he was. He was right in the back of him.
Oh damn.
Well, thank you, everyone. It's 1 p.m. for me, so I've got to go do things.
Oh wow.
But
Nice.
thank you. That
Yep,
was
thank you.
fun race. Hope you enjoy the replay. And yeah, we'll see you guys next week, I think. I can't
No,
remember.
2
Yes,
weeks.
sir.
May 26th for you, I believe. 25th for us. That's when we actually start.
Where's the what track are we starting the championship at? Do we have that information?
Don't
yet?
know.
Don't
It
know.
will be a
Nobody
Dutch
knows.
track, but it's I don't know which one yet.
All right. Well, there you go, guys. Keep your ears
Surprise.
to the floor. We'll let you know when we know. But that's it. We're done. Thank you, JSM. Thank you, everyone. Have a great evening, and we'll all talk very soon.
Yes, sir. Have a good night, dude.
Well, it's only just lunchtime, but anyway, not 1 a.m. It's p.m. But thanks, guys that watched. Thank you, Raz, as well, for the support today on Buy Me a Coffee. You can do that at demo1garage.com/support. Don't forget as well, if you haven't already, please hit the like button. It helps us out. Follow us as well for more racing. That's the end of the race. That's the end of the stream. Have a great week. I'll see you tonight, actually. We've got another race. I've got to go do things, though. I will be back later. Until then, good night. Bye-bye.